Then, Gary told the homeowner the outside situation like a news anchor, advising it wasn't a vacation spot. If wanting to escape, they could wait till the next day for a spring outing with him. Yet, after pondering, the homeowner chose to stay home. Gary reluctantly respected his decision, so the next morning he quickly geared up and brought his family to prepare for the rooftop party to meet the rest. After they left, the man locked the door. His wife complained why not join the adventure, saying food would run out. Just then, a loud banging on the door shocked everyone, and Gary carefully crept to the fire escape, ready to leave the party. He planned to take the stairs to meet the rescue team as All Black's helicopter approached, but the landing building was uncertain. They waited for the fireworks signal. Gary opened the fire door, saw an infected scream, and in fear, shot him into a window. This soon drew other zombies' attention, forcing a speedy rush. To shield his wife and daughters, Gary retreated to snipe approaching zombies. Only the boy escaped from the kind family he helped. Gary just killed one when another infected attacked him. With blood all over his face, Gary grabbed the infected guy's head and hurriedly dragged the boy up to the rooftop like he was delivering a pizza. After handing the boy to his wife, he rushed to the edge of the rooftop, not sure if blood had dropped in his mouth, silently hoping he wouldn't transform. Fortunately, after a brief moment, he felt fine, and at that moment the rescue helicopter arrived on the rooftop. His wife hurried the kids aboard while Gary blocked the door to buy them time. The rescuers swiftly arranged boarding, with one setting up a weapon. Seeing this, Gary face-bombed and fled, zombies, including the boys dead, chasing. However, with target shooting, the fastest runner among them still collapsed, and at the critical moment, everyone finally boarded the helicopter. Only a few lost zombies were left behind, and once they safely took off, Gary's family finally relaxed after the tense moments, only to realize the whole city had completely fallen. The scene shifted as the rescue helicopter took Gary's family to a command ship in the Atlantic, where former colleague All Black greeted them, making sure Gary's family was well taken care of. He guaranteed absolute safety. Then, after settling all Black took Gary to a vast military command room. The president was MIA. The U.S. government has shut down completely, leaving only top officials and elite champions to find a virus cure, not save the world. He brought Gary's family onto this military ship because he had been the hottest investigator for the UN, and now they needed him to help a special team, led by the young curly virologist to the lost land of South Korea. Rumor has it that was where the virus first came to life, and maybe only by finding the source could they develop a vaccine. Military leaders made it clear, to keep family here, Gary must prove his worth first. Otherwise, they'd wait in line for beds. For his family's safety, Gary agreed, giving his wife a satellite phone before leaving. He then said goodbye to his kids, kissed his wife, and bravely stepped onto this uncertain adventure. On the plane, Gary shared his insights with the virologist Cully. He discussed various safety precautions, as that was his specialty. During their talk, Cully told Gary that sometimes a virus worst trait could be it disguises weaknesses as strengths. Over time, they reached the night destination, the camp in H&E Poundo. They opened the hatch to venture inside, but as soon as they stepped down, they heard mysterious growls amidst the rain and darkness. The team's tension soared, and suddenly, an infected lunged at them. They quickly took the zombie down, but the gunfire attracted more of them, and Cully, who had never faced zombies before, freaked out and turned to run back to the plane. But then, unexpected chaos erupted just when you thought it couldn't get worse, right? Though many zombies began to riot, the soldiers stationed in South Korea hadn't all perished. They rushed out to support after hearing the gunfire. Gary, though frustrated, had no choice but to leave the virologist's body behind and follow the soldiers into the base, making it through without a hit. Gary found that many people were hiding inside and hadn't been infected. Upon learning their intent, the soldiers were at a loss. Who would have thought the virologist would meet such a comical fate? Regardless, Gary was determined to complete the mission, so he asked about the data, as the initial records of the virus mutation had originated from here. The info was sent from here. Sadly, the squad leader told him all had burned to ashes. From his description, Gary realized that a South Korean soldier had gone AWOL 2 weeks earlier and had returned mutated. Not only did he bite his doctor, but he also infected 7 innocent people. They used much ammo to kill the infected, then burned everything. Nowadays, all the information about him has turned to ashes. Finding any clues about the virus seems utterly impossible. This outcome left Gary quite gloomy, and just then, a man in the cell caught his eye. According to the soldiers, this man had been with the CIA and had been caught for trading weapons with North Korea, leading to his long-term stay here. Gary approached him for a chat, learning from the man's lips Fighting these zombies with mere weapons wouldn't cut it. You had to extract their teeth to prevent a major outbreak. North Korea had actually done a great job at that. Imagine pulling 23 people's teeth in advance. Crazy, he said, trying to convince Gary. He started extracting his own teeth, but Gary thought this was just insane. This was beyond impossible, and the man didn't elaborate but instead spoke of a place that had dealt with it better, Israel. He suggested that Israel had built walls in Jerusalem to keep their distance from the world, presumably because they saw this mess coming. Without prior knowledge, how could they quickly build walls unused for 2,000 years? This suggests hope for the journey.